How's everybody doing? Yeah, thanks for that. Tad. Um, what a response. So many people entered this, we didn't know it was going to be as popular. Obviously, nobody carries a fines box. But I don't know how many entries we've got. Derek Naylor, Dave Weisler, The Detectives, Daryl Wingrove, DL, Mermaid Treasure Hunter, Cricket, Digger's Den, Tyson Fury, hi to you. Kes Eve, John Well Done from the Village Pantry, Still Air One Neil, thanks for you. Joe Allen, have you been out mudlarking in this weather? It's abysmal, isn't it? Anybody been out today? Glenn Evans, Mag Smethurst, Mike, NH Gold Prospector, Christoph Vase, sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. Tyson Fury, how's all? Wet, cold and windy. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's absolutely chucking it down. I'm alright, Digger's Den Tyson Fury. Do I call you Tyson Fury? But so many people. Vincent Goldup, Hawken Woods, Sean Morris, Thomas Pennell, Marie Haybird, Digger's Den, Tyson Fury. Well done on the hammered. I've not had. I think I've had one this year. Struggling. Not today. Lightweight. Ray Weisner, Digmaster Sai, Hugh Jones, Joe Brown, West Tats, Kent Rain. Has anybody got any of this real bad wind yet? What we're supposed to be having? Because it's not exactly blowing. Did I paint my Equinox coil? No, but I did a video on what I did do to it. Graffiti, kind of. No way digger in Ireland. Adrian Costain, Digger's Den, Tyson Fury, Jonathan Pugh, Chase Woods, Dave Taylor. Do you know, so many people want a fines box. We've actually got quite a few to get rid of, so if you do see me out on a dig, come up and see bad wind. Yeah, it's not really drastic up here yet. Andrew Mitchell, Anthony Brown, Hepcat 64. I've lost Mark the Metal Detective, Ariel 7221, Mud Monsters Metal Detecting UK, Roger Bublitz, 10k every day. That sounds like hard work. Digger's Den Tyson Fury is just happy to be here. Yes, me too. Philip Seymour, Geomorphic Matt, Mr. Tomoko, Danny Dukey Duke, Billy Notat, Mark Groom, Dave Hurd. Do you know the list goes on and on? Wife talking too much? No, mine's locked in there. Handcuffed. But so who have we got with us so far? Very windy in Wales. Is it as bad as what they said it was? I said it was going to be a lot worse than the last one we had last weekend. Brighton Beach getting very rough. Brighton, will it move? It's Pebbles Brighton, isn't it? Am I right? Will it move? Will it move all the pebbles? But before we get on to some of the winners, have you entered Find of the Month on MindLab In Depth? I'll put a link in the description when we get round to it. But head over there, do Find of the Month, go away. Am I what? Yeah. Digger's Den, Tyson Fury, wish mine was. Philip Seymour, handcuffs, but it's not perverted. I just get a slap. I'm going to get another one in a minute. But yeah, so I'll tell you what, while you guys are in here talking away, we'll pick one of you. Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, you can have, I've lost one now. You can have a fines box. So if you email me here, somewhere, Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, you can have one. We'll send you one off. Just give us a couple of days and we'll send you one off. Big Sand. Will it move any sand, or is it Cliff Fairs? Will it move any sand, or is it in the wrong direction? We've been out today, me and Buster. We had a laugh this morning before the tide caught up with us. Vanquish out. Stat Padder, hi to you. Had the Vanquish out. No, we're not done yet, Joe Allen. We're going to give them away. We have had 2 winners picked out this morning, but if they don't join us on the live, we'll just give it to you that make an effort to join. Because what I think, by the way people were commenting, was they're just saying, that's not a problem. They're just seeing people putting, I want a fines box in the comments. So to try and make it fair for you people that make an effort to join us here, we'll let you have the first crack. So, Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, you're the first one to get one. Who else has been out detecting today? Anybody? Or is it just us nutters up north? Oh yeah, one yesterday, yeah. But also, if you go on land, we've got some new little bags to put your spade in. The varied compartments. If I open this one, it can go as second hand. Hi from South Africa, Martin. Hi to you. Hang on. Look, live unboxing. Blustery wind at Sandwich in Kent. Weird guy in the park. Hello. Hi to you. Right, live unboxing. Crawford's metal detectors, north, south. What do you actually get in the box? Well, if you looked on the pictures, it's got all sorts of fines in it, but no, it's got one large compartment, 1, 2, 3 bit bigger ones, and 4 square ones. I don't know what actually, to be honest with you, you can get in. We've got an hammered coin. I think that was the last hammered coin I found this year. Hammered coin. But yeah, I know some people put a bit of tin foil in. Yeah, it'll fit a little hammered coin in. It'll fit stuff in. But that one, it's been opened now. So anybody want that one? Give us some thumbs up and we'll send that. We'll pick one out. Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, you're bad because you've already won one. But yeah, Tyson Fury, you send your email. Email me there, wherever it's gone. Washington State, USA, AL 7221. Hi to you. Good afternoon. I presume it's good afternoon. Yes, I am. I hope my mic's on. Are you turning my mic on? I'm going through all this crap again. But yeah, right. Give us some thumbs up or a little wavy hand and we'll pick one at random and we'll send number 2. We'll send that one out. Woo, Gavin McGregor is going for 4 thumbs. Right, let me just get a bit of paper because we've got the winners. We've got the winners what we drew before. But if nobody joins in, oh man. Tyson Fury, that's not a problem. Right, so Stat Padder, hi to you. Glenn Evans, yes please. No Eddie Green Island, yes please. Cliff Fairs, love second-hand boxes. It's not dirt. Hang on, let's put some dirt on it. I ain't got any muck. What we got? What we got that's mucky? Got some coins and bits and bobs. Cliff Ayres, oh, getting love hearts and everything. Just found the thumb. Stat Paddler, Martin James Pygert, 3 thumbs up. Diggers Den, yeah, Jonathan Pugh, I'll have it. Right, we'll pick one then. No Way Digger in Ireland. We'll send that one to you if you email me there. Suffolk Searcher, hi to you, big thumb. 2 big thumbs. Gavin McGregor, Scottish Highlands. We're going up there, me and Craig. We're going up there in after the big detective. Me and Craig will be heading back up to the Highlands. Kev, is it big enough to find all the gold I find in Spain next month? Yeah, if it's only little gold you're after, Kev. Are you moved on to the Equinox yet, Kev? Or are you still on the PI? Pons, metal detecting, hi to you. I've forgotten who I was... Oh, that was No Way Digger in Ireland. That one, wasn't it? So No Way Digger in Ireland, if you email me there, we'll send that one off to you. Let me just scribble that down. Sorry. Scottish Relics Metal Detecting UK, hi to you. Yes, as I said a minute ago, me and Craig are heading up to Scotland after the big detectival, so I don't know if you're going where we're going, but we've got a weekend up in there. Anyone going to the detectival, spring detectival? We're all booked in, ready to go. We've also got 5 or 6 others. 400i, and you want to see how much I have found. Yeah, send us when you email me Digger's Den, send us some of your stuff we found, and we'll feature that in one of the finds on one of the videos. Gavin McGregor, yes. Well, it depends where you are. Anyone with metal detecting content on their channel, hit me up so I can subscribe to your chat. Just be careful with that, because YouTube don't like you asking to subscribe and things. Yeah, got me and Buster. Buster's well excited about going. I think no. If anybody sees him, don't tell him what it's like. He's expecting a quiet caravanning weekend. Gavin McGregor, are you in Scotland? If you're heading up into Scotland, or if we're heading up into Scotland, we're going to what's the river? What you cross? It's on the east coast. Where we're going? Can't remember the name. If no, I can't remember it. It's just above. Is it not the Forth Bridge? What's the other bridge? Near Stirling Castle somewhere. But yeah, that's where we're going. Your dog looked at you. What happens if I say Alexa? Oh, okay, Google. But yeah, Detectable, really looking forward to that first rally of the year. Right, so that's 2 fines boxes given away. I don't think anybody that commented originally on the original thing is watching, so shall we give another one away? I'll have to use Tay Bridge. Mark Hollingshead, hi to you from blustery North Wales. Tay Bridge, that rings a bell. No, whoa, where was it? Where did we go? There's an old ship parked, not parked, docked there. We was near there. Right, who's got a vanquish then? Who's been lucky enough to get a vanquish? Anybody? Scottish Relics Metal Detecting UK. Jonathan Pugh, hi to you. I think we've mentioned you earlier. Mark Fry, yes. Right, shall we give another one away? This will be number 3. Only got we've got a lot to give away. But if you want to buy one, if you're not lucky enough to win one, I've put a link in the description. You can buy one. They're only 3 or 4 quid. Can't give them all away, as much as I'd like to. But seeing as this has been a popular feature, we'll do it. We'll do it again. Right, what we're gonna how can we give this one away? Right, what emoji? Assigned box exclusive. I'll tell you what I could do to make it exclusive. Very exclusive. Second hand box. Hang on. You got any? No. I'll have to use that one then. You want one detector from each brand. Yeah, they are small and handy. They fit in the pockets. Right, we'll do an exclusive one then. We'll put a sticker on one. There, that is really exclusive. Thumbs up, thumbs up. You can have one with a sticker on. There's only Buster got one with a sticker on. Just pick someone with a Z in the name. You can sing my box. Sign or sing. If you want singing, you have to come to Detectival, where we will be doing karaoke. Right, do I stick it on straight or just stick it on one key? Oh, Mexico. Saludos, Mr. Nuevo Leon. Ooh, I presume that's something Spanish and Mexican. Fill it with coins first. As much as I'd like to fill it with coins, I've never actually found a gold coin. Is it straight? Oh, God. Right. That's it. It's straight. It is exclusive. Apart from it, I haven't got the Vanquish bit on. I'm waiting for my lad to send me some Vanquish ones. Right. Who are we gonna pick? Who are we gonna pick? 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you what. How many we got? Who we got entered? Jonathan Pugh, Scottish Relics, Melt Detective, Mr. Pom. Oh, I saw you at Detectiveville, didn't I, last year? Cliff Fairs. Pick a number, quick. Say what? Hang on, the thumbs are going up that quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Suffolk Search. Another big thumb. I can't do. I can't do emojis. I don't know how to do them. There's a smiley face at the bottom, I think. Right. Joe Allen. Yeah. Joe Allen, that one's yours. So if you email me, yeah. Joe Allen, you can have that one. Right, that's it. Exclusive ones. Do I do another exclusive one? For the time being, you'll have to pretend that one's exclusive. Just bear with me a second. Right, we're back. So, Joe Allen, stop shouting, shut up. Joe Allen, if you email me there, it's alright, I just went to get some more goodies to give away. Right, so, the fines boxes, we'll give a couple of them away, one exclusive. Anybody drink? Got some bottle openers, Mine Lab bottle openers. Anybody want one of them? We'll throw them in with the fines boxes as well. Mine Lab pen, we'll throw one of them in. Anybody want a Mine Lab pen? You can pick me, I won't complain. Glyn Evans. Right, what do you want, Glyn? We'll send you, I'll tell you what, Glyn Evans. We'll send you a couple of bottle openers, a pen, what else we got? Mine Lab stickers. Got some Vanquish stuff somewhere, but right, hang on. If you do see me or Craig or Joe out and about detecting anywhere, just ask us. We've got tons of stuff. Joe Brown, yeah. Glyn Evans, you can have a couple of pens and bottle openers. Just write that down. Yeah, Mine Lab bottle openers and pens. Woohoo! No expense spared if you drink. A box of pens. What's my oldest coin find? On the beach was, I think it was just before Christmas, was a hammered coin. First hammered coin in 15 years. Off the beach. On land, I think it was a silver unit. I seen he tried silver unit. I think that's my oldest one off the beach. Yeah, I'm giving stuff away. I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm not asking you for money. Why should I? I've got a job. Don't need your money. You're just friends. Give stuff away. Yeah, so my oldest coin is probably a silver unit. Tiny little coin. Found that. Where was we? Somewhere in Norfolk. Right. What I'm going to do? What have I got? I've plenty of stuff to give away. Really, a hammy on the beach. Yes, first one in 15 years. Never found a gold coin, but on that beach there has been hammered coins and Roman coins found, but it's hard work. At the minute, this wind we had last weekend really hasn't shifted any sand. It's it's piling it on. It's coming from the wrong direction. Cheers, Joe. Thanks. I did send you a message on Facebook. So yeah, no gold coins. Never had a gold coin. I've been with people that have found them, that have been stood 15, 20 foot away when they found them. A couple of weeks ago, there was two. One I think was a Vicky, half guinea, and the other one, I don't know. It was old. But they are in one of the old videos. And then our Joe, he went out. When did he go out? 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, moaning like hell on the Saturday morning. I go, I'm over, I don't want to go, can't be bothered. 15 minutes after he started digging, gold coin. So that's how it works. But me, nah, never found one. Right, what we will do, take them. I'll tell you what, Scotland, it's always just got off Bournemouth Beach, but I think you have cleared it. No, My mate, Mine Lab Mal, was there. He sent me some video. He was there on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday on Bournemouth, when Clara or whatever it was, the storm was just on the back end of the storm. Sent me some video of the beach. Jesus, water coming right up to the road, flat as a pancake, thick soft sand. What was my last find? Well, while I'm editing the video, I can let you lot in to see what my last find was. These were found with the Vanquish this morning. So you got a 1938 Georgia 5th penny and a 1916, no, sorry, Georgia 6. Georgia 6 1938 penny, that was with the Vanquish this morning, and a 1916 half penny, Georgia 5th. What can we give away? Kitchen sink? Can we give the kitchen sink away? I'll do top tips on the Equinox. Yeah, I try, but it's hard work. Right, one more finds box today, I think, and then well, if you have a finds box, I'll throw you a pen and a bottle opener in. We'll do another one with a sticker on. I'll go get some more. So we'll do one with a sticker on. Can I put something in it? What coins have I got kicking about? Are there any coins kicking about? What we got? Got some tat there. What's that one? No. Let's find a coin to put in it. What do you want? Modern coin. That's about it. What I've got kicking about. We've got an hammered coin, but it's knackered. I'll tell you what. Box and a sticker, please, Paul. Well, are you going to Mr. Pom? Are you going? Is it second? Is what second hand? If you're going to Mini Detectival in April, I'll fill your boots with Mine Lab goodies and Crawford stuff. Box and a sticker. Yeah, is that second hand? It was done in an opening not long ago. A knackered hammy. Yeah, all right, knackered hammy. Elizabeth I, so much other. Could definitely impress the missus with the fines box, a sticker and a coin. Valentine's Day's gone. You should have done that before, Gavin. Right, so what I'll do on one of the boxes. Right, Mr. Pom, I'll see you at Mini Detectival. I'll fill your boots with goodies, if that's all right. If you can wait that long. So what I'll do, we'll do one more box. I'll throw a coin in. It's a sixpence. It's only a little coin I can find that'll fit in. So I'll drop that in there. So we've got one box. What was exclusive? No, I'm not putting a knackered hammy in it. I don't find many hammered, so I like to keep them. One box, silver coin, exclusive. About 15 minutes ago it was exclusive. So right, hit them thumbs up and we'll get... can't call you that, can I? We'll pick one. Go with the thumbs up. Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, you're making me laugh, you are. If you're under 16, look away. I don't condone smoking. It's bad for you. Anyone going out detecting tomorrow? Are you looking at these? Oh, look at that, pink lips. Anyone going out detecting tomorrow? We're going to... Can't remember where we're going. Early start though, we're going to leave at 5:30 in the morning. Who? She said she might be lucky tonight. Right, Glyn Evans has just been picked. That one is for you. All the winners, that's for you. Anybody got a pen? Lost my pen. Glyn Evans, you already won some pens, so I'll throw you a fines box in. So Glyn Evans, doink, doink, doink. He got that one. He's won twice. New land, Mr. Pom, Z, new land. That's got to be good. The land I'm going on isn't new, so it's going to be a graft for me tomorrow. Group dig in the morning with South East metal detecting rallies. Is that the one CMD sponsor on the CMD South sponsor? Don't forget Mine Lab as well, Glyn Evans. They've supplied all the pens. I should have had me... I've got my Vanquish thing on, so that's near enough. I don't know where my hat is. No. I should have had that on, shouldn't I? Yeah, not new land for me tomorrow. I've been on it before, but there's Roman and that come off, so it might be a bit of a graft. I don't know. It'll be probably muddy and boggy and Luke. Alright, yeah. Boggy. Buster's, I think Buster's taking a Vanquish to the beach. He wants to find an old coin after today's performance. But right, all the fines winners, if you email me there, we'll send you some goodies. Also, find of the month up there over at Mine Lab in Depth. I'll put a link in the description. Right, that's about it. I've ranted on and on. Congratulations to everybody that's won. Norway Digger, Joe Allen, Glyn Evans, Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, well done to you. Mr. Pom, I'll see you at Detectival, Spring Detectival. So you just give us a nudge when you see me, because no doubt I'll have forgotten. But if you see us out and about, ask for a fines box. We'll do another live one with. We'll do some more fines boxes, because you guys have been absolutely brilliant. Scottish Relics metal detecting. See you. Yeah, we'll see you later in the year. It'll be end of September, beginning of October. We've already got it planned, so yeah, we're heading up to Scotland. April, Detectival. I think we've got 7. We'll be at 7 rallies. We've got our rally in August. Keep an eye out for that. I'll post some links to that if you're on Facebook. They'll be on Mind Lab in Depth. They'll also be on Crawford's Metal Detecting on Facebook. See, you've already seen what I found on my next video, so there's no point in watching it. It was dark, it was wet, it was cold. Buster was moaning. Fine now, I know, fine now. Digger Mart, hi to you, you've just joined us. Joe Allen, I'll see some of your finds on Instagram. We'll see you next time. Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, yeah, I'm heading off, but we'll keep an eye out. I'll sort another live thing out. We'll box all your finds boxes up, but thank you all so much for joining us. A lot more than I ever thought would join after all the comments on the video. But yeah, it's been fun. Right, until next time, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.